Today we're showcasing two amazing lawnmowers that are built right here in South Africa and designed locally. All spare parts available. What are they? Folks, that's the Trimtech petrol lawnmower. It's 160 cc's. This guy is going to stand the test of time. On the other side, we have got the Electric 2600W lawnmower, which has the cable working brilliantly for any size garden, whether it's small or even up to large. With the 2600 Trimtech Enviro Mulcher, the only accessory that you're going to need is the power cable. As gardeners, and especially as South Africans, we love having a beautiful green lawn. And of course that means we fertilize quite a bit. In knowing that, it has been proven that the top 1/3, the top blades of your lawn that you are busy removing every week are actually full of nitrogen. You kidding me? So we're cutting off the grass blades and then we either throwing them into the compost heap or throwing them away. Well, that doesn't make sense. So by using the mulcher, you are then cutting them, making them fine and feeding it back into your soil. The concept of a mulching lawnmower was brought back from the Americas. Why? Because they ran out of landfill sites. What on earth do you do with all those grass clippings? If you live in a small townhouse and you don't necessarily have a compost heap, well then what do you end up doing with it? We throw it away. Or if you are lucky and disciplined enough, you might put it on your compost heap. If, however, you had a lawnmower that mulched the clippings back into the grass as you're mowing, imagine that. No emptying of grass boxes, no having to rake, no having to worry about grass clippings ending up in the house as the kids or the dogs are running on it. Well, folks, we have that right here, which, as I said, is South African manufactured and certainly proudly South African. So let's talk a bit about the concept of mulching. We know that if we mulch our garden beds, we're doing a couple of things. Number one, we're improving the soil. By adding mulch to the soil, we're improving the humic content. When we improve the humic content, we are also feeding the good bacteria, and we all want a good living soil. Whatever you have in the soil is going to determine what's on top. It also saves water because mulch forms a beautiful thick layer, protective layer of protecting evaporation, which at the end of the day, if we relate that to our lawn, which is one of the biggest guzzlers of water, is going to make a big difference. And the further most important aspect of mulch is that it stops weeds. When your soil is covered with a beautiful layer of mulch, well, weed seeds can't germinate. What a bonus. To turn it into a mulcher is really simple. All you've got to do is remove the traditional grass box, lift up the grass box flap, and then insert the mulching plug. Now, the easiest way to describe inserting the mulching plug is just to twist it at a slight angle. When you pop it in, you will see that it has a little ledge and a lip which it needs to sit on, and most importantly, a little groove which needs to click into place with the mulching plug, and that sits on the axle of the lawnmower. Your Trimtech Enviro Mulch lawnmower comes with several different height adjustments. Always remember to check your height adjustment before putting it on and speeding off into the sunset over your lawn. You never want to cut your lawn too short. So how does this mulching work? Well, it's really simple, guys. As your blade is turning and you're pushing along cutting your lawn, what happens is there's an upward draft. So, yep, you cut the blades of lawn, they go up. As they hit the top of your chassis, they then are forced back downwards by gravity, all right? So there's then a downward. As they then start dropping down, they then get cut a second time, and they can't escape because of the mulching plug that we've added in here. So as they go down, they get cut again by the blade and then worked into the grass. Also because there's a force of the blade that does a downward motion as it's dropped, it then gets these little fine and very, very fine bits of grass now back in amongst your blades of grass. This, my friends, is known as mulching, and this is exactly what the Enviro Mulcher does. It's important to note that in most kikuyu lawns, you can get a thatch buildup, even with using the mulch option, because it just grows so quickly, which is why when buying the Trimtech lawnmower, you get the option with the grass box or the plug. And therefore, we recommend that every 3 or 4 cuts, with the plug-in that you remove it and then use the AeroVac grass collector as an option just to avoid any possibility of thatch buildup. As always with all lawn mowers, please make sure and ensure that you're following the safety features. Both these lawn mowers have a double safety feature. The petrol lawnmower, one has to lift up the red handle in order to pull start it. One cannot do it without the handle being lifted, which means entirely safe for children. On the electric lawnmower, once again, it's a two-handed process. One has to depress the yellow button in order to grab the grey handle and depress that. You cannot start the lawnmower without doing that function. Very importantly, that when you stop and remove your handle from the power lever, it will stop within and with under 3 seconds. Blades to a dead stop. Well, folks, there's the 101 on the Trimtech Enviro Mulcher.